We are on air. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba. Sup, fuckers?
Welcome back to episode 2.
Welcome to the fucking podcast. Episode 2.
Fucking show.
Long awaited.
Cheers, mate.
Hello.
So, we're back with 4 of the original episode 1 members, plus a new handsome DLC. 800 con points. No, 8,000 con points. Sorry, misspoke.
You have to pre-order the deluxe edition to get this, man.
Yeah, he has a Fernando Tatis special edition.
Hello.
What's up, chat? Today we have a variety of topics to talk about today, including Mr. Travis himself, some lands coming up, new Twitter features, some sports stuff. You can skip through that on the YouTube. There's some cool games coming out, some other rumors in the community, and some content plans. So we got a cool stuff on the agenda today. Let me just adjust this camera a little bit. There we go. I feel more comfortable. All right.
Do we want to go around and do introductions, and then we'll introduce our new podcast host?
Yeah, we'll go all the way around. Start with Heis, and Trey, Michael, me, and then Trav.
Right, so I'm Carlos.
And handsome.
Yeah.
True Meggies, dude. That's be a true Meggies from Enoch.
Good to see you, Carlos. Good to see you.
All right, and that's all the time we have for tonight. So
Make
Yeah,
sure
guys.
to like and subscribe.
Don't forget to follow.
Please, God,
The-
follow.
The best host is top middle. 2 Trays. Welcome in, everybody. Glad to have you.
Hi, I'm Michael.
It's-
Hi, Michael.
Hi, Michael.
Hi, Michael.
Thanks for allowing me to be here for this meeting. I feel really empowered today.
Well, we're glad you're here.
Snipers Anonymous.
Thanks, Anonymous.
And I'm Nick, here for a fun time. You can read my shirt. It says fun.
Is it the band fun?
No, it's a YouTube channel called Funhouse. Shout out
Ah.
Ain't
Funhouse.
it fun? Ain't it?
No,
fun?
no free ads though. We're gonna send you guys an invoice for that one. And
Chapter
joining
4.
us is one of the most handsome men on the planet, DGS member, Trav. Trav, welcome.
hello.
I thought
I
Trav,
like
had, I thought Trav had gunners on for a second.
He's got the gunners on.
Like gunners.
Trav's ready to frag. So Trav,
Yeah.
let us know a little bit about yourself. Tell us who you are. What people know you online, and then we'll get into this.
Why you're here, where you were on the night of the 5th, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Just the
4
usual.
p.m.
Wasn't the 5th just like yesterday?
Yeah.
That was yesterday. Well, yesterday I was working in the afternoon. I played MLB The Show at night, so that's when I
Sounds
was-
promising. Sounds promising. Do you have an alibi?
No.
Hmm.
All right, let
so
them
anyway,
know.
hi. I'm Trav. That's pretty much what you can call me. I'm 27 years old.
And I don't know how to read.
And yeah. I'm Trav. I'm 27. I pretty much just go online by my actual name. I don't have a cool username or anything like that. My Twitter is just my first and last name, the most creative thing you can possibly think of.
Link down below.
And yeah, I met the guys. What was it like almost 3 years ago now, 2.5 years ago, something like that, during Black Ops 4.
It's been at least 3 years.
Yeah, it was during Black Ops 4. We just kind of started gaming together from Hitch's chat, and here we are, still stuck in this friendship.
So I guess like the question that the question we asked each other in the first podcast was how did you like get into like Twitch and shit like that? Like how did you like find Twitch and
So my roommate in college, he was a big OpTic guy. Like back in the days, this was like Black
went
Ops
to college
2
with
OpTic.
Hex?
That's crazy.
Big OpTic guy? It's just Hex.
Yeah, he was a big OpTic fan. He introduced me to competitive COD, and I kind of started watching it on and off with him. And then it was like Black Ops 3 where I started to actually like dive into YouTube and Twitch, and I started watching Hitch, and yeah, it's all because of that.
Was Hitch the first person you watched on Twitch?
Yes. when I like dove into YouTube, I started watching old Nate Shot and Scump videos. And yeah, it was pretty much Hitch was like the first guy that I watched.
I feel like most people, a few people on the podcast said that Hitch was like the first Twitch stream that they watched, which is kind of wild to me.
Yeah.
Because Hitch is like the 50th stream that I watched in my Twitch.
I think it was just Michael, wasn't it?
You hear that hit? You're not special.
Well, it was like either Hitch or Nate Shot. Like the only
Yeah,
two.
Yeah.
Heis and I were both Nate Shot.
Like,
Mine was
Um,
Stump, but Hitch was the first like channel that like I watched regularly.
still in like the COD vein,
Yeah.
and I feel like COD wasn't even on Twitch until like Black Ops 3. Because wasn't it all on like MLG, like all like
MLG.TV, yeah. A
Yeah.
lot of the
Well,
pros and stuff like that.
Well, yeah. So it went from like Nate Shot was like the only person streaming on Justin TV, and then a bunch of people were on Twitch, and then I don't know if it was at like the midway point during Ghosts or at the beginning of Advanced Warfare when they signed the MLG contract.
I think it was
Because again, it was just Nade and then Scump, and then everybody signed a contract.
I would love to know the numbers behind that. Like,
Oh, they were so
Yeah.
stupid. They were locked in for
years until
yeah.
IW.
it's like a stupid amount of years, and they didn't get paid much, and their revenue was shit, and like you couldn't donate, you couldn't sub, like it was.
people talk about like the mixer
No.
contracts with like Ninja and Shroud. I wonder like how like bullshit or like how like astronomically different the
Oh,
MLG and mixer
dude, their Call
Oh, I
of
bet
Duty
it's
pros,
bad.
they got graphs.
Dude,
Like,
I couldn't even imagine, dude. Like like just looking at those numbers because like we all know that like Shroud Ninja like cashed out on those
Oh,
mixer
yeah.
contracts. And if you think about like how small COD was back then when they signed those contracts and locked in for years, like you know that there was no like amends made to those contracts. They were getting paid the same amount for those years. That's
and like
That's
Trey,
just
said-
painful.
and like Trey said, you couldn't. There's like no other monetization on that platform.
yeah.
It was just like you have
the
your
platform
viewers.
itself wasn't even.
You had your viewers and your tournament
Right,
winnings, and
yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, the platform was
That's
awful.
crazy.
Like it was to chat, like you had to be so you know like in a mobile site when you're watching a video and like you'll click play and like it'll go full screen like on your
Mhm.
phone. To even
Yeah.
see chat, like you had to like almost pause. I don't remember if you had to fully pause the video, but like you could barely see like the actual media player if you were talking in chat.
I think just
So it
watching
almost wasn't
stream,
worth it.
dude. Like I hate watching Twitch on mobile. But, like every time they do a poll, like, hey, what do you watch the stream at? Like it's like 60-40, like desktop to mobile. Like half of people's viewers watch on mobile, which I guess counts like iPads and stuff. But that still like blows my mind. People are just like setting up
Yeah.
somewhere and just.
Well, it took people forever to realize that people watched YouTube on mobile. Like,
Well, I watch it on
there
YouTube
wasn't-
on my phone, personally.
but like for the longest time, YouTube didn't have like mobile ads. Like in the beginning
Oh,
parts
yeah.
of YouTube, like when they first monetized, like they didn't have ads on mobile. So like large revenue portions for people weren't.
Yeah, I think they realized like if we just like throw an ad on mobile, like we'll make like billions.
Yeah.
I used to
And
get around
millions.
the ads on mobile Twitch. like this like years ago.
Also,
like, I'll get an
before we
ad.
get too
Oh, sorry.
derailed, Trav, another question that we got asked that we all asked each other that I'm genuinely curious in. What was your first impression of each of the rest of us?
Michael's press is fucked.
Michael's
So
Michael's
I'll give you a preface. So we kind of talked about how we all had started playing games, and then Michael came along later. So like,
So back in like the old Hitch Twitch chat days when there was like the same 5 people showing up every night, Heis was the first person that I interacted with because Heis was also there every single night.
that checks out.
Trey was there from time to time. I remember interacting with him a couple of times. I remember interacting with Michael a couple times. Didn't really see Nick as much. I don't remember seeing Nick as much.
Damn.
But yeah, I mean, I would just like, casually talk to you guys in chat without ever seeing your faces or following you on Twitter or anything. But I mean, when we started actually becoming friends, I thought Nick was cool because he interacted with Hitch the most.
Hot shot, Nick.
A lot of us said the same thing.
Everyone said the same thing last time.
Nick was
Yeah.
big, like Nick was big Hitch friend. So we're like, oh my
yeah.
God, he's talking to us.
Yeah, I mean back then, like 2.5 years ago, when I was like, oh my god, I'm like friends with the people who are mods of Hitch. This is so cool. And that, just quickly went out the door, and I just stopped.
Thankfully, it went out the door.
Yeah. Man, I mean, I thought that you guys were all pretty cool, except for Michael. You were too goddamn nice.
Oh my god.
All right.
So we kind of
we kind of said the same thing about Michael last podcast.
yeah, kind of.
Exactly.
No, we went through and we kind of talked about like individually like our first interactions with people or like how we saw them in chat, but we just talked about how like we talked about how Michael was like Nat's friend that would come and play with us sometimes because he was in the honorary TWT portion of.
Made him try out for our friend group.
Pretty much. So back in Black Ops 4, I like really enjoyed that game. But my friends did not. Like they liked playing Blackout, but they did not like playing multiplayer at all. And I didn't want to play the game by myself, so I was just happy that I was able to find friends through the internet to play the game with.
Because this like group of 5 was like the Blackout squad, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Basically, like we would just swap in and out and just play
Yeah.
Blackout.
Yeah. And then we were like all like grinding multiplayer together because that was fun back in the beginning of Black Ops 4.
Man, take me fucking back, dog.
Yeah.
BO4 is. So speaking of BO4, I personally talk about this a lot. I don't think we've ever said it ever publicly, like on stream or anything. Can we talk about Trav's first game and for customs?
Yeah, I think that's a great thing to
That's
bring
my
up.
favorite story I'm born to tell. So for context, we used to like this big friend group and from Hitch's chat used to play 3v3 S&D, just mess around games in BO4, and this is the first game we ever played. Me and Trav on a team, and Trav, how did it go? The first game.
So it was on firing range, and I was on the bottom of the scoreboard with 12 deaths.
11. It's only 11 rounds.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's true. 11 deaths.
How many kills, Trav? How many kills?
Well, okay, so it was less than 1 kill.
And wait, wasn't it EKIA in that game too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he didn't get an assist either.
And how are you feeling after that?
I thought you guys were never gonna play with me again.
Oh.
And that was what, 3 years ago? And look at you.
I mean, to be
You've
fair,
honestly gotten so much better.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, just
honestly.
like throughout the entire year of Black Ops 4, just playing with you guys, I like actually learned how to play the game.
I just imagine Travis sitting there, just no webcam, just. Oh. And that was his crossroads. He goes outside in the driveway, just
Just sits down.
man.
I was like, man, what did I get myself into? I can't play competitive Call of Duty.
What was I
I-
thinking?
That's dude, I fucking love that story, man. It just makes me so happy.
I mean, to be fair, on the other team, Snowman was just sitting in a corner with the Vesper or whatever it was. in
He
Black Ops
swore
4.
by the fucking Spitfire.
Yeah, Spitfire.
Fire.
Yeah,
Just swore by that.
and he'd sit in corners like you would always know that you could push out of a hill if he was in there because he wasn't gonna die on the hill because he was gonna be sitting in a corner and he was gonna kill somebody.
Yeah. 3v3
Good for one.
3v3 French hits Diffie.
It does.
I think French is the best 3v3 map of all time.
I think either that or slums.
However, in tournament play did not end up super well for me, but
Feel
well, I tried. I mean, I feel like I did pretty okay, but at the end
I
of
mean,
the
at least
day-
you didn't get fragged by a bot.
I don't really remember the bot tournament. I'm gonna be honest.
I remember
that.
one clip.
Our first round was super easy, but I
remember,
died to a
like-
bot.
Do you remember who we played in the first round?
No names.
I mean, I'm assuming we beat them to play.
Because Hitch rigged the bracket.
Yeah.
Did
So
he
we just had
really?
to. Yeah,
did,
we just had to win the first round, and then we played Hitch.
What was that
Oh.
the tourney?
That was the birthday tournament of
Oh
BO4.
yeah.
He rigged the tournament, so like we just had to win one round, and then we played Hitch.
Which is the one where Trav and I got second rounded.
That was the first one. That was like their
okay.
their first.
Because there's a 2v2 before.
Yeah, that was just the 2v2.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is-
where we got our first round bye, then came up against like GB Sweat Kids, and were just. And Heis was still playing with no audio.
That's right.
I still play with no audio.
Yeah,
Do you
you could have
remember-
said that
With this
2 hours
day.
ago. It would have been the same answer,
4v4 GBs on BO4.
dude.
Yeah, we played like 2 games on.
People brought out the auger.
It wasn't even game battles. It was
We did some
Oh
game
my
battles
God.
once.
Yeah, but it
We did-
wasn't. We didn't play on game battles. It was fuck. What is that company? It's not CMG.
UMG?
UMG.
we definitely
UMG.
did GBs though. Because
It was on.
We did GBs.
Because on fucking
yeah.
what's the Hacienda?
Hacienda.
Michael missed completely and goes, he's one shot, and we go, no, he's not. We watched you miss, and you said it.
Yeah,
Just
but
like,
I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure we played on UMG because I still have that team.
we tried. It did
Yeah,
not
it was
go
not
super
good.
well, but
When we all like pulled out snipers in our last S&D because we
Yeah.
were so fucking done.
you sniped the first 2 rounds, and then you play normally.
You gotta
That's the
feel it
rule.
out.
That's the rules. So yeah, thanks for that little. Oops, I just closed that on accident. But thank you for your little
The
introduction. there.
nostalgia trip.
That was pretty cool. So next on the agenda is there's a few lands coming up for some different games. I guess we'll talk about the one that got. I guess did it get announced today, right? The Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Who do
I
you-
guess yeah.
Yes.
So is it
Wait,
a
it
ho-
actually like officially got announced.
yeah? So is it?
Yeah.
It's technically like a Dallas homestand, isn't it? Because it's in
Uh,
Texas.
Yeah.
No. This
So
is,
it's
Dallas is
the-
already happening.
What they say was the stage 4 major.
Yeah.
So that's
Stage 3 is Dallas.
Oh,
Yeah. Stage 3 started, or the
the stage
League
3
wa-
league matches are going on right now.
so that one's
Yeah.
not land.
So then stage 3 major will be not LAN.
So why does it even have a sitting like a team associated with it if it's online?
They've been doing that.
I didn't
For
really.
all
I
of
have.
them,
I
yeah.
have not noticed.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the last one was like the Paris homestand, and they're still just all online.
Why does it
playing from Texas.
matter?
yeah last week was
I don't
like
know.
London, wasn't it? Or
Yeah, it was.
somewhere.
It was. So yeah, all like pretty much all the like league weekends have had teams associated with them. I don't know why.
So
The whole
s-
format's weird. Like,
Well,
Yeah.
they're doing it with like no spectators, just staff and players.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure
limited
there'll
They
be
could have been
like.
doing that the whole time.
yes.
they could have been. Yeah.
Yeah.
They can even do the stage 3 one like that.
They just didn't want to
guess-
do like the players didn't want to do a bubble, right?
Yeah, no, they didn't.
I've heard like both sides. Like some players want to do a bubble, but like there's pushback from Activision saying it would cost too much money. Or there's some
Yeah,
Yeah,
players
there
that
was
just don't
that
want.
too. Some owners wanted bubble. Some players didn't. Like I remember in one of the podcasts, Gump was talking about like how he didn't want a bubble because he didn't want to be away from his girlfriend and his dogs.
Yeah, that's true. But like I feel like at this point, like the whole year is chalked. Because like how do you
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you can't because then it's just gonna be split up between okay, this team is only good online, or like there's like the first half of the season which is online, the second half which is on LAN. So you're gonna get teams that are like discredit one part of the year. So
It's the LAN is going to be super interesting because like pretty much every single team has now brought up a kid from Challengers who has never played on LAN before.
Except for OpTic.
except
except for
OpTic,
OpTic.
because they're
Yeah.
not they're not gonna do it.
They're not.
Because
They're gonna stay with the same 4.
Yeah.
Because man, all I'm saying is if they shit the bed at that stage 4 LAN, I don't want
Something's
to.
gonna
I
happen.
Oh
don't
my
want to
God.
see those mentions.
Now,
I-
is it just
I-
me, or is they have like a new person shitting the bed like every map?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel
no,
like they
yeah.
have like a super weak link on that team. It seems like they all like
They all play
individually shit the
bad.
bed.
They all blame that. Like,
Yeah, it's their teamwork. Their teamwork's just not there.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like when they had Karma, like yes, you can kill Horde and not care about the objective because Karma's not gonna die.
right.
But when you add like Envoy and Dashy in there, like you can't do that. Like you have to get on hills. You have to
Yeah.
get
Like
in.
you have three
Well, they're-
super aggressive players on that team. Formal's the only one that sits back. But that's because like he's always been like that with an AR.
Yeah,
Oh, and he's got to get spawns. So you just need somebody to camp down in that hill.
Well, you have
But
to
they
also
they
think
don't
like
do it.
the entire year of Modern Warfare, like with Envoy just rotated early because there's 5 people.
True.
You can afford to die in 5v5 because you're just gonna
Yeah.
respawn in 2 seconds.
Mhm.
And like he would rotate with like basically 30 seconds left in a hill and be completely fine. Because if he died doing that early rotation, someone else is probably gonna, just late rotate and be fine.
Yeah.
But that's what he got, like a lot of like really good picks in Modern Warfare because he would rotate so early. But
completely
now that it's
forgot.
4v4 in a brand new game, brand new way it plays and all that, and there's not as many gimmicks like doors and such. But it's a completely different game, 4v4. Like so far online, like they just haven't been there.
I feel like this game is played fast to where it's like the Black Ops games, like to where you have to get in hill and hold it down because like the choke points are good enough to where if you're sitting in a certain point in hill, you can get kids that are rotating.
A lot of hills
Like,
are
it's not hard.
impossible to break unless you just like 4 rush, 3 rush in and just.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's why OpTic loses though, is they try to push out too far and they don't have anybody in hill to even lock it down in the first place. Because that's how other teams are winning, is they'll have 1 or 2 guys in hill.
Not
No
one guy
trades
just like
either.
sitting in a corner laying down. It's just.
I mean, multiple times you'll see them not get trades. I was gonna say though, like the switch from 5v5 to 4v4 is like it's both like a blessing and a curse because like you think like okay, you couldn't afford to die in a 5v5, but I think that's what kind of made it a little boring to watch because all of a sudden like people are dying on the map, but it doesn't matter because 2-3 players can still break a hill.
I think 5v5 would have worked if the master were master better. Like
I completely forgot that last year was 5v5.
Yeah.
BO4 is perfect for 4v4, but they made it 5v5. Modern Warfare is just fucking dog shit, and the maps were awful for any kind of variation.
Yeah. I do think Control is too much of a 5v5 game mode. I hate watching it 4v4 because like it all comes down to like the last few seconds of the round almost every other time.
I don't think
like,
any of the maps are made for Control. Like think about like
No.
BO4, like Frequency, even like Hacienda, like that. Those maps seem like Control maps.
Yeah,
And then
and like
sorry, go ahead.
no, like especially now with Cold War, they've made Raid and Express competitive, and I think they're making Standoff competitive too. Those
I hope
maps were
so.
made before Control was even a thing.
I think they're making standoff with just S&D to take out Miami.
I could see
Looks like that.
Hardpoint. It was like the best Hardpoint map in Black Ops 2.
Well, when they have to take away another, when they just add it, or when they have to take away something else.
I don't know.
Because I don't
That's
know
the thing, though.
too much. Because they not only just added Apocalypse Hardpoint.
Yeah,
Now
that map plays weird.
I like how I like that it's small, honestly.
Yeah. But like,
now let me know if this is out of line. What I feel like competitive would have been so much better this year if they would have had CTF in, just for the simple fact if it would have gone from 5v5 to where you can just throw away your life to you have to think about every single life throughout CTF. Like I feel like it would have gotten them back in like the mindset of playing 4v4. I don't know. I like watching CTF a lot more than
Well, see, I think
Control any
CTF's
day,
just CTF's the best game mode in any game. Ever.
they should
No,
have
yeah,
done
CTF.
CTF last year instead of Domination.
like,
I agree.
Last year just
Well,
Domination,
actually, last
man.
year I don't think CTF would have worked because of doors.
Oh,
I don't
true,
get-
yeah.
imagine when the flag bottom in or Lamaza running bottom in as all the doors fly open.
Who makes the decision for domination again? And then
I think the
Infinity War?
players
The
voted on it.
players did.
Yeah.
Players.
Because I think at the start it was like just like Hardpoint and S&D. And wasn't there?
CTF was added like super late into the game. Same with
Mhm.
Black Ops 4. But
Yeah.
like at the same time, like domination, like in another Infinity Ward game, like it's always Infinity Ward.
I don't know. It's crazy because they took out CTF after World War II, and because they made like that weird gridiron game to
Yeah.
be the uplink, and it just didn't work. So
Oh
they took that out immediately. I just don't know why you take CTF out. Period. I feel like that's like as much of a staple in competitive Call of Duty as S&D is. Obviously, S&D's been around the whole time, so you can't really make that argument. But
I mean,
CTF is just insane. Like it's so much fun to watch.
S&D and Hardpoint for sure are staples. CTF, I would say CTF too, but like all say like the newer fans, they probably don't even know Uplink. Like they know
Probably
Control.
not. Because Uplink's last one was what, BO3?
IW.
IW. Yeah,
Oh,
that
that's
was
right,
all the jetpack games.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Uplink's
rumors
still my
that
favorite game.
this World War II game is gonna have jetpacks, which is
Yeah, I was
fucking
gonna say like imagine.
Oh,
insane
yeah.
to me.
Imagine like an alternate. Like,
Yeah, because it
universe.
wasn't like a alternate universe
I
World War
think
II.
that'd be dope as fuck.
That
I'm
would
not
be
gonna
sick.
lie.
Well,
That, like I would
didn't-
like that. Like Wolfenstein. Like
yeah, Wolfenstein's a great.
Wasn't there like a
Okay.
leak that Sledgehammer's back now?
Well,
No,
Yes.
they,
that's,
they,
like,
they confirmed
Yeah,
it.
it was
right?
confirmed. Yeah.
They confirmed it. They
And
tweeted
they-
So-
Every tweet says fall 2021. Every tweet of it
Yeah.
says, so they're not gonna delay it.
So could we
Yeah.
get a World War II based like a dumbed down Advanced Warfare
That's
style
what
game?
people think it's gonna be.
I hope
That's
so.
the rumor.
I feel like that's like the best of both worlds because it
And-
takes like what people loved about the jetpack games and it'll mix it with.
But it's
What's
also
the
going to
good
be
though, like,
integrated with
the
Warzone.
jetpack games?
They can
with
just
the
add.
jetpack
They can just add the
scenes.
guns to Warzone.
I think that's what they're going to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause I feel like at this point Warzone's almost like its own game.
It is.
But the thing is that
'cause
you want
I mean,
jetpack-
like you have to think of like download size and all that. Like Warzone's. its
They
own
don't.
game.
They don't give a fuck about the download size. They just throw shit
Yeah,
in there.
true.
like,
Yeah.
in terms of jetpacks in the game, like would you guys prefer AW over like Black Ops 3?
I mean, at this point, like, I think I'd be good at it, so I'm down to try
Yeah.
it.
I think
I-
AW
love
would be
AW
good.
movement.
I think Black Ops 3 was dumbed down so people could understand it, but I think wall running was broken. I hated the wall running portion.
Oh
I
my
don't.
God.
I don't like wall running, but I
Yeah.
think like if you did jetpack games again, it would have to be AW, like AW style, because
I just don't want them to slow it down
everyone-
too much.
because in BO3, it was basically like it got to a point like where like S&D kids in tournaments, it got to a point where it was like I'm gonna run up here for 5 minutes around this big cylinder and then snipe
Mhm.
down mid,
Or
and
on
they're just
fucking
not.
on fucking Fringe, you just run up the silo off the rip,
Yeah,
and then
oh,
jump
yeah.
on the
Or
side.
or
Like, on
Teddy
top of
Rex on the
that-
tree on Redwood.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
I would say even that
Teddy
wall
Rex
like
running
that,
over the
like-
building.
makes that
You
that
could say
jetpack
that it's like a
better.
skill gap.
you think it makes it
But-
better, Heis?
No, that wall running makes like the Black Ops 3 jetpack movement better. As
Oh, I think it
if
made
you
the
had
movement
wall running
better.
Out, like it gets a little boring. AW movement is like fun regardless. You don't have like wall running in that. Like it's just
Yeah.
like flashy.
I think it was just because they dumbed down the jetpacks for Black Ops 3 and then added wall running, so it's like it's another aspect. But like the boosting in AW, like I didn't hear a single complaint out of pros when like that game came out.
I
Like,
think
they're
what they
like, "Oh
could
shit, this is
do-
fun."
Like, say it's World War II, like 1950s. They can make the jetpacks like not as
40s.
advanced,
Yeah, for
and just make like the thrust slower, so you can still like track people easier.
Yeah.
Like, it's like honestly like the Halo 5
Yeah.
thrust.
Yeah, if they slowed it down, that's what I was thinking was like if they
Yeah.
made it like a maybe a faster Halo, like somewhere a happy medium in between Halo 5 and AW.
Where you use it just as
because
like,
like
like a
AW
quick
you could get
evasion.
cracked.
Like
AW
BO3 and IW was like, here's your jetpack. You use this to move around the map. AW was like, here's your jetpack. Use it to win a gunfight.
Mhm.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yep, and to get up to the uplink and to like, it was to move around the map, but it was like extra
Yeah.
because it's not like anybody did any more than like a jump, a slide, and a like. Honestly, the movement in that game was sliding. If we're being completely honest, like you used your jetpack to get over stuff, but like
Mhm.
to move it was all sliding.
Sliding or the dashing.
And then with like the BO3 and the IW movement, you were basically the only reason that you would hit your jetpack is to get up to a wall, or to get up
Yeah.
to the uplink, which
Yeah,
is
like,
which made it like reliant on wall running. So it's just like
the forgot
it's
what
just
map
too
it
much
was.
to cover, especially in
Yeah.
a game where it was like primarily controller. That's just too much to
I
cover.
think it's hard to make a good map with wall running too. Because there's be so much unintentional shit that you like think.
Yeah, like evac where you could go around the entire bottom of the map and you could never be seen.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think a lot of the
And
shit
there
in that
was-
game wasn't intentional. They just didn't give a fuck enough to patch it out.
That
Yeah, there was
Redwood map?
the one map that was like on the rooftop, whatever it was called.
I think that's
Black
what
Ops
it's
3.
wasn't that evac? Wasn't it?
There's the other one that was
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
yeah,
With,
that
like, the
that was
AC?
Rooftop.
There's like the
Yeah, with
billboard
the
on one. There's like the
AC.
billboard on
And
one
there's
side.
like a little like
yeah.
building in the middle.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck, I don't remember what that map was.
Forgot
called.
that man.
But yeah, that was like the same thing as evac, where you can just like wall run on the outside of the map. And
Mhm.
There's
There
like
was,
one.
like,
There's like one
multiple-
AM team that.
I think it was called Breach, if I remember right.
I,
That might-
yeah,
that
breach.
might be-
Yeah.
Breach. I got a quad feed on that. Anyway,
Yeah, Breach.
actually like 3. Anyway,
That's the map we came back down 10-0 at halftime and uplink to get
Oh,
onto the third round of
yeah.
online qualifiers.
Wow.
Trey the COD historian, the thorn of COD, one would say.
no.
Well, I did make it to the third round of online qualifiers and lost to Parasite's team because our kid didn't have third person off, so they forfeited us in 2 maps.
Nice.
Man, I just miss AW, honestly.
Yep.
So
All right,
that-
let's move on to Valorant land then, so we don't take up the whole podcast.
So I'm excited. I don't know if you guys give a fuck about Valorant, but I think
I'm
this is.
very
I
excited.
think this is like the
I-
first test
I'll
of Valorant
watch
esports.
it.
I
Yeah.
have wanted to like get back into it.
Valorant esports is cool.
I think this is the first true test of whether it's gonna last or not. Like
I
how
agree.
well it plays out.
I think I'm
Especially-
gonna watch it like I do CS majors, to where like I don't have a certain team I watch. I just
Yeah.
watch for the competitiveness of the game.
Yeah, but that's what I do with CS.
all of
too.
these online tournaments have been qualifiers for it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I believe the 2 American teams are going are Sentinels and
Version 1?
maybe version 1. Yeah.
Sentinels-
Sentinels and V1. V1.
Sentinels owns the Halo team, right? With
Yes.
Yes.
Fight. No. Okay.
And Sentinels has Shazam.
Shazam.
And
Oh,
V1
Shazam's
has a
on-
bunch of like. I'm
Shazam.
surprised V1 made it over 100
Who's
thieves.
the Sentinels Valorant team?
And it's Shazam, Sick,
Dapper.
Dapper, technically Tens, and
Tens is technically going to be on loan for the
who's their
lane.
5th? That's
Yeah, I
not
was,
Sick.
I was gonna say like 10 is C9, right?
Sins.
That's
Oh, wait,
really-
excuse me. Sick, Shazam, Dapper, Tens.
Solo.
Flicker.
Yasha.
That's
I
why
was
he's
talking
not
about-
here tonight. He's practicing.
It's another duelist guy, isn't it?
It has to be a duelist. No.
Phoenix?
Legolas.
No, it's
Jet.
Who's their their Sentinel?
Dapper.
I gotta look
I'm
it up.
just gonna, like, look
It's
it up.
honestly pissing me off.
I still have to
I'm
work.
gonna
to
be
get
bad
to
when
the
you
kills
say
that
it.
game.
I gotta look at the version 1 roster too. Oh, Zombs.
Sinatra.
Zombs. Yeah.
That's
Zombs.
actually a lovely spirit player. I'm a fake lovely fan.
Wow.
I haven't watched any competitive Valorant,
I watched VODs. but
NA
that's
is
it.
really
I haven't watched
behind.
any of the live tournaments.
and
And-
like I want to get into
Isn't-
it,
And I
but
really
I feel
behind
like I
in
need to
CS
play
too.
to like
Yes.
get to know the just the game again, because like I know the fire dude with the flash.
Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix. There we go. I know Raze, and the chick with the knives.
Jet.
Jet.
Yeah.
Dude, what happened to my camera? Why did it autocorrect back?
So version 1 is Vanity, Effie's, Penny, Zelsis, and Whippy. And you may say, who the fuck is that? Because those are all like random CS rejects. And they made
Alright.
the main NA LAN over 100 thieves.
So I'll root for Sentinels because I recognize the names of some of those people.
Well,
Yeah,
there
I
was a
know some
team in
Example.
Korea they started out Valorant 106 and 0.
Yeah.
They
Not
did not
Koreans.
they did not qualify for.
What?
That's
They
insane.
they
I was
lost their
gonna
first
say I was
like, a
gonna
month
root
ago.
for the Koreans.
The maps they lost were in the most important qualifier in their lives. So
Oh
Wow.
my god.
They did not qualify, which
Alright.
really sucked.
100
Esports question for Nick.
100 Thieves didn't make it right.
Didn't-
no, he lost.
Did
to
Sentinels completely rebrand?
Yes.
What
Didn't
do
they
you
used to be like a teal like helmet logo? Or am I thinking of a
that's
different team?
Immortals. You're thinking of
Yeah,
Immortals.
that's
You're thinking of
Immortals.
Immortals.
Okay. Okay.
Immortals.
Let me.
When I heard Sentinels, that's what popped in my head, and then I looked
Yeah,
it up.
no,
like, that is not
I'm
team I
the
was
same
thinking of.
way. Yeah,
What
I
was-
think Sentinels has Immortals.
Immortals
Yes, I
was
don't
the Brazilian team, right?
What
in
was
CS?
the
They also have a
team
Valorant
that the
team.
Halo guys created?
That was Tox Gaming.
Yeah.
Fox.
Yeah,
Fox.
TOX.
And then they went over to Sentinels. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Halo.
Damn, they were just waiting for
Immortals
OpTic
were
to
the
come back,
Brazilians, right, Nick?
and it didn't happen.
Yes.
Okay.
Since we're talking about esports, can I clear something up about mentioned on the OpTic podcast? No, Halo Infinite did not get delayed again. Every time the OpTic podcast talks about Halo, and there's just so much bullshit and misinformation, I just sit there just out of my monitor like, no,
You
not
hear that,
true.
Roger?
They should just get you on the podcast.
And then
to,
Nate's
clear
like,
everything up.
and Nate's like, they spent like $2 billion to make Halo Infinite. Like, they did not spend $2 billion to make Halo Infinite. It's 500 million.
500 million.
Hayseed
Bro,
said they can't delay it if it doesn't have a release date.
that's more than.
They literally
Avengers
have an
Endgame.
announcement at E3. And if their announcement at E3 is to delay it, their studios are gonna get burned down.
They're gonna announce that they've ceased development.
Wait, so when's E3 again?
June 10th through 12th.
It's normally
I'm-
during
Well,
Stanley Cup, right? Isn't it that week?
Dude, hockey playoffs start Tuesday.
They start on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't E3 always the week of the Stanley Cup playoff? Though?
Normally,
Fucking
'cause it's a
Tuesday?
short COVID season, so they're just trying to fast track everything.
That's oh my god! I can't believe that the playoffs start on Tuesday.
Yeah,
Leafs.
season ends this weekend, and then they gave themselves a buffer at first between season and playoffs, but they had to push things back because of COVID. No, push the
So
season.
Nick forgot it was May like a couple days ago.
I did.
I mean, NBA playoffs start in like a week and a half.
has
I'm
there
really
been
good
any
at
like COVID stuff in the NBA?
No, they've been
Not
clean
really,
for
yeah.
quite a while. There's like individual players that'll get caught with it, but there's no contact tracing for the like large majority of it.
Because the
Yeah, they've
entire
been-
Vancouver Canucks team got COVID. The entire team got COVID.
Yeah, didn't they get one of the Brazilian variant? That's
Yeah,
way more
And
contagious.
almost all of them got symptoms.
That's
Jeez.
crazy.
And then their first game back, they beat the Toronto Maple Leafs, the best team in the
Yeah,
league.
and the Devils had that like 2.5 week pause back in February.
Yeah, so NHL has been really bad with COVID. I'm surprised that it hasn't been worse, honestly.
Baseball's been good so far, other than the Nationals, who like missed their first 4 games. But
Do you guys ever think about like maybe teams like messing with numbers?
yes,
Never.
What do you mean messing with numbers? Like hiding?
Like
COVID?
saying like not reporting, just
mean,
for the sake of.
I'm sure-
They legally have to
yeah.
report everything.
Yeah.
Because I think they're tested by a third party, aren't they?
Mhm.
It's not like
Yeah.
the league
Oh, yeah.
testing them.
It's a third party. Well, especially in the NBA, it's a third party company that's hired by the NBA to test. And they do temperature
they
for
had their own-
everything.
I thought they had their own people.
Are they using the same like what they did in the bubble, like the same company?
I believe it's the same company, but I don't think they do the watches anymore. Like they had like
Yeah.
a watch that would track
Yeah.
like who you've been in contact to. But they have, so from what I know is they have like the players enter the facility separately.
Oh my god!
So like you're not allowed to come with anybody. So like a real bright for the brain. But they like you enter individually and then they temp you. And if you're over temp, you get sent.
Hmm.
So then there's no cross contamination. Like if your temp's good, then you can go into the locker room and you're good to go.
Gotcha.
That's the way they've been for like every sport across the board, as far as I know.
Hockey's like the opposite. Hockey's been awful, especially the NHL. NHL has handled COVID awfully because they'll play games and then they'll test, and then one guy will test positive and they won't test. Like they'll still play games, people will test positive. That's how the Devils got COVID from Buffalo.
Yeah,
Because a
I
Buffalo
feel
player
like-
tested positive, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll play it out, see what happens."
I feel like hockey was super like
Get the
hard on it
download.
when they were playing games in Canada,
They
and then when
yeah.
now they're playing them in the United States, they just don't care anymore. It's probably because Canada made them be super strict about it. They probably didn't want to in the beginning.
Also, hockey's a contact sport, so I guess it's more likely to get transmitted. But even so,
Yeah, it's easier.
It's a little bit ridiculous. But
All right, quick segue between gaming and sports. I might have to start playing Rocket League because I think today they just dropped NASCAR skins in Rocket League.
hell, yeah.
Really?
that's
Yeah.
actually kind of cool.
All I know is
Danica
Chase
Patrick still
Elliott-
cool.
She doesn't race in NASCAR anymore.
Yikes.
As far as I know, the only two that I've seen, good one, Nick,
Effing
are
chat for Danica Patrick.
she'd be the highest selling one on the store. But like Chase Elliott and Bubba Wallace, the GOAT, have skins as far as I know. So
That's actually I like that idea.
I'm down to play
I think
Rocket League.
it's. I think
I'm
it's
down to
super
play.
cool. Maybe
I'm down to play it tonight. if anyone wants.
I play Rocket
Honest-
League like
I'd
once
play
every
it
3
tonight.
months.
I don't know if my downloads will go tonight, but
Where are you at, Trey? I just realized.
I'm still in my room. I just changed the camera from right monitor to left monitor.
Okay,
Still
I was
the
gonna
same.
say like I'm like, are you back home yet? Or I was like,
No, I had to get my good side, but then on stream I'm flipped anyway, so it really didn't help anything.
There's no Jeff Gordon NASCAR skin.
What
Oh,
is
Jeff Gordon
what is Rocket
retired.
League on?
It's on. I think it's
Epic.
on Epic now. It was on Steam.
Yeah.
So if you got it on Steam, you can still play it off Steam, but they got bought out by Epic.
Yeah.
Speaking of Epic, this is real quick. My man Atriarch did a whole video about Epic Games' like money market thing.
Mhm.
So Epic Games makes $100 million from their Epic store, and they don't make a profit. They make $100 million from like licensing out their game engine. They make a profit on that. They make $9 billion off of Fortnite.
What?
Wow.
And they probably use the same thing as Netflix does, where they just take their money and they put it back into purchasing like or licenses and buying the rights to games.
Did you see all the
and-
shit that got leaked for fucking Fortnite?
Mm-mm.
They're adding,
I
like-
saw that like Justin Jefferson's gonna be in the game.
They're adding Ariana Grande. They're adding Lady Gaga. They're adding just straight up celebrities.
Just celebrities now.
Yeah.
It's
They've had, like-
what?
Like they've had skins for like every single superhero now. Like
Can you imagine
Batman?
just being The Rock and just rock bottoming some kid into the bottom of Tilted Towers? That'd be
And imagine,
sick.
imagine they get like voice lines for them, like voice lines for these actors. Like
The Rock,
Um,
that's
you
what I'm
smell
saying.
what I'm
I
cooking?
think that's the future. Like just
Call
like,
of Duty Ghost started it.
Yeah, they did.
Snoop
With-
Dogg
with-
is an announcer.
Yeah, it's Snoop Dogg, and then they had the I don't know the actor's name, but he plays like a sergeant and everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's from like Saving Silverman, and like he'll do like voiceovers for like History Channel, World War II stuff. I think he's now deceased, if I remember correctly.
Oh,
So,
well,
yeah, rest in
Shout
peace,
out.
the boy.
dude, that's so like. People think Fortnite's dead, but they make so much fucking money.
yeah.
They
Like,
really do.
I don't know, like.
And every time they do like one of those live events, it still breaks.
It breaks Twitch. Yep.
It's because all the Twitch streamers know they can just farm views, so they'll hop back over there and play it for a
And
day.
again, there's
Like,
more
yep.
viewers on YouTube.
Which I feel like those numbers are kind of skewed because they count the view if it's showing through a preview like on your home screen on YouTube.
And I think they also count like people that aren't logged in. Like, I don't think you need an account to count as a view on YouTube.
I
but
feel like
think-
a bunch of people have like YouTube embedded on their like websites too. So like if it's on there, they're probably promoting it and popping up views for that as well.
let's buy Google.com and just.
I think that's a great
embed it.
idea. I think
You
that's
hear
a great
that?
idea.
Make sure to Twitch Prime so DGS can buy Google. That's what the D. That's what the G and not the D. No, that's what the G and DGS stands for. We need 3
We'll
companies.
change it to heiserino.com.
So we need a G.
Yeah.
Definitely, definitely Google stock.
We're gonna buy
Google
Samsung and
stock.com.
Google. What's the company that starts with D?
Domino's.
Domino's.
Domino's. the three titans of industry. Google, Samsung, and
Dogecoin, I need
Domino's.
How you said
Dogecoin.
Dogecoin?
Yeah, Dogecoin. The 3
Dogecoin.
titans of America.
Doja Cat, Gaga.
Nope. Nope.
Fucking
Nope.
Fucking-
Doja
I
Cat.
love me some Doja Cat. Though.
Trey.
Trey's still mad.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Disappointed.
Can we get Doja Cat for Fortnite trending?
Can we
Oh my
prime subscribe
gosh.
to DGS so we can get Doja Cat on the pod?
I think she'd do it.
I will
I
confront
think
her.
she would unironically do it.
Probably.
She's pretty with the culture.
You know
I-
who's not with the culture?
I
though?
DM Rico Nasty. She hasn't responded yet though.
Bill Gates.
I'm not gonna say what I DM Rico Nasty because I don't think it's stream appropriate. But I did DM Rico Nasty.
Did you include the words "time flies" somewhere in there?
No.
I don't want to know. No.
No. It's me. No Meggies.
No
man.
biggie.
All right, Nick, do you want to talk about some new games that are coming out soon?
So, I've been wanting Michael to play a horror game for the past.
Forever.
Okay, so Last of Us 2 doesn't really count. That is
Doesn't he have
scary.
pussy?
Wait, oh yeah, I forgot. I was gonna say that was the horror game that you played, The Last of Us.
The last like jump scary game I played was The Last of Us 2. Yeah.
I
You
think
play
maybe-
Valorant and you get more scared in that game than you do.
Shut up, dude.
I just, like I think it's the most horror games are the most satisfying games that I've played, because like you like feel a lot more like I did it at the end of the game.
I just get more pissed off.
And I watched the first 20 minutes of Resident Evil because like the embargo got lifted today with the first 20 minutes of gameplay, like so people can stream and YouTube.
Yeah,
First 20 minutes go hard, and
hard.
and I feel like it'd be so good for your stream, unironically, and also great
You think
YouTube,
so?
for the YouTube content would be.
I played the Resident Evil 1 port on my old Nintendo DS
How'd
back
you
in
get
the
it?
day,
On
and like
your
it
PSP.
freaked me out. It was literally just a top-down view, and it scared me.
I used to not fuck with Resident Evil, but my roommate in college is a big fan, and he like got me hooked into Resident Evil, and I love those games now.
Here's a
I'm on a
streaming
PT
horror
character.
game question for you guys. Did you guys ever play the game PT?
I didn't. 'Cause
Yes,
that was only on the
I actually
PlayStation.
recorded
right?
a video.
Yeah,
Wait,
it
did
was
you
like
really?
that was my first ever streamed game. I streamed it from my PS4 like freshman year of college. But it was like it was PT stood for playable trailer, and it was supposed to be
Mhm.
the trailer for like the new Silent Hill game. It's like the creator of Silent Hill teamed up with like the
It was
most
Kojima, wasn't it?
notorious horror film director in like the history of Japan, and they like came together to make like a storyline for a game, and it was supposed to be incredibly scary. And like even
Kojima's good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
they never but they never came out. Like the game never dropped.
then
Like,
he went-
PT was
then-
insane.
That-
Then he
that
left. Then he
demo-
left to make fucking Death Stranding. Go fuck yourself, Kojima. Go
That
fuck
demo
demo
yourself,
was so scary, man.
dude. It was like
Like that.
imagine that game on the PS5, because the graphics on that were insane from PS4.
They were insane.
Imagine on a PS5, like Baby in Sync.
Imagine having a PS5.
Couldn't be me. I just remember playing PT
Hello.
and like I would have kids
Hello.
come to our dorm room so we could like we would have kids play it. Like we'd sit them down, turn all the lights off, and we'd sit there and we'd have them play it. And I would broadcast it on Twitch through my PS4. I was on some random account. It wasn't even this account. It was probably
So
like
this is-
user.
Resident Evil 4 is God tier.
No, I think they're all pretty good. People don't like 5 and 6, but I thought they were decent.
Is that-
I
is
liked
that
4. I
Raccoon
never
City?
finished it.
Yeah.
Is that game? Okay.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about now.
I never finished 4, but I liked it.
And Michael, you don't have to play Resident Evil 7, because in Resident Evil 8 there's a whole video that you can watch if you haven't played Resident Evil 7. So you can get all caught up on the storyline and play Resident Evil 8. It comes out at midnight tonight, so you can.
Bro, I honestly can't even follow the
I'm
story.
doing it
I've watched
tonight.
pictures of all the games, and I don't know what the story is.
Oh,
Like it,
I-
like
If
I-
DGS gets
So-
affiliated this month, I'll stream it.
We better start streaming some more.
Oh my
so
God.
I watched this.
We
I
might
got,
have to-
what there, man.
I got drunk one night and watched a 3-hour video to recap Resident Evil storyline, and I don't remember.
You're gonna have to
Oh.
watch it again.
I'm gonna watch it sober. But it's really complicated, and there's
Well,
like
it's-
15 different storylines.
Yeah.
Because
It's not like horror games don't pop either.
Because 7 and 8 started a whole new storyline with new characters. And
Yeah.
so
It's kind of how YouTube
Well,
gaming
7
super
had
blew up
some
with horror games.
reoccurring characters, right? Well, like 1 or 2 at the end.
yeah, no spoilerinos, but and this was also the
Yeah.
first person Resident Evil game, which I think it works better first person
Yes.
in today's climate. It's a lot scarier.
It's a
I
lot
know.
scarier for sure. And harder.
Michael, if DGS ever gets partnered, I believe that you should have to play horror games in VR.
I was about
Oh
to
my
say
God.
VR. I will. Okay, if DGS ever gets partnered on Twitch, you can clip it now. I don't care. If DGS ever gets partnered, I will do a Okay, let me actually make this somewhat realistic here.
Trade offer. DGS gets partner.
Hold on.
If I myself, Nick, or anyone gets like partnership level status, or DGS gets partnership status, I will VR stream a horror game.
I have a
will
counter
buy
offer.
Okay. Listen, I'm listening to your counter offer.
If DGS gets 100 subscribers on Twitch.
150.
Dude, I was gonna say 50. I don't know if you can go. That's a lot.
Any
That's
progress?
That's like
Right.
2 years
Atlas
later.
could do that by himself.
That's
Shut
true.
up.
I'm gonna go with 100, and that's my
Yeah.
final offer.
You're not even gonna open the floor for negotiation.
That's my final offer. Take it or leave it.
That's it.
The people want it,
Okay.
Michael.
Okay, so you say 100, and I
Yep.
say 150.
Well, I wanted to say
What if
50,
we-
but I'll meet you in the middle at 100.
I'll meet you in the middle at 125.
I can probably go 110, but that's as high as I can go.
As high as you can go. Deal.
Let's go. 110 subscribers on the DGS.
Now, which
And
horror
we just
game?
need 100.
Which horror game?
Now we
though?
just need 100.
Well, I'll do a Slenderman
all
game.
of them. All of them.
Oh.
Whatever the scariest one is.
A
Oh, we've already
Slenderman
got
game in VR.
10 guaranteed.
Nick heard Slender Man and was just like, oh.
Oh, dude. God.
Nick likes tall guys.
DGS reacts Slenderman, Marble Hornets.
God, Slender Man.
Okay.
What a time.
Okay,
Time.
Trav wasn't here. I forgot. So these
Yeah.
fuckers made fun of me for loving Slenderman. Right when Slenderman got big, like the
Yeah.
mid 2000s, early 2010s. Did you care at all about Slender? Did you follow when you?
I didn't make fun of you. I played Slenderman games on my phone and got
Yeah, I thought it was
scared
cool.
shitless.
I mean, I thought it
My
was.
roommate did like
thought it was
YouTube
interesting.
videos on like the first Slenderman game.
When I was in college, there was a kid who was at my school who was like he was like super tall and had a voice as deep as Corpse Husband.
Was he
You
Corpse
knew
Husband?
Who knows? He could be. But one night on Halloween, he dressed as Slenderman and just stood around campus.
Bro, you need
Just
Corpse
like-
Husband.
Do
You
y'all
need Corpse
remember clowns?
I don't want
Like,
to talk
Yeah,
about that.
there's one on the podcast right now.
Shut up. No, I'm talking about like clowns that were like doing all that rant. What year was
The clown.
That was
You remember
like
clown?
2016.
And that was Michael, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was like
No, I'm talking about the you know what I'm talking about.
No,
yeah,
we
that was
know.
like 2016.
Killer clowns.
The word you're looking for is killer clowns.
Yeah.
Yes,
Do you guys
killer
remember clowns? Shit. It's like saying, do you guys remember nurses?
Somebody,
Those guys are crazy.
someone needs to clip just that part of Michael's statement. Y'all remember clowns? And just cut it right there.
All right, somebody
And
clip
then,
that, send
and
it
then
to me,
just
and I'll throw it on the
screenshot this
soundboard.
and just be like, we are witnessing a breakdown.
We are
Y'all remember
witnessing a
clowns?
breakdown. I gotta
Michael sounds like an old head. Y'all remember clowns? Shit.
just shit, bro.
Now,
Red
now I
noses.
realize why you guys, the first impressions make a lot of sense tonight, you guys.
But yeah,
That's friends talking about clowns again.
during that whole clown thing, two kids got arrested at our local Walmart because one of them was driving a hearse and the other one was in a clown mask on the roof holding a knife.
Jesus.
All right. Real talk
Yeah.
question: is it easy to get a hearse in New Jersey,
I
I-
guess.
apparently,
or Massachusetts, or Maryland, or the entire Eastern Seaboard?
I guess it is.
Damn.
All right. Good to know.
Good to know.
DGS does clown videos.
DGS
No.
drives hearse.
We want to do a video where we all get in a hearse and like one guy
And we dress like
drives,
Michael.
We drive
And
around,
then I
we-
just stand
we
on the
pick,
roof.
We pick up people in the hearse and we invite them in the hearse to make videos.
What kind of videos?
Wait a minute. I've seen.
I think I've seen those before, but it wasn't a hearse.
I don't think that's YouTube content.
All right, so remember that old game show? What was it like? Taxi, the
Cash
taxi
Cab.
game
Cash
show.
Cab.
Was it
Yeah,
the
Cash
fake one?
Cab. We do that, but in a hearse.
The hung
Do you have the
hearse.
money that you're gonna front for this?
At,
I got like a.
at 200 subs, he just buys a hearse and makes.
So
Interviewing
hold on.
people in a
Play the
hearse.
music again. Play the
So-
music.
So Cash Cab, the game ended when you got to your destination. Does the Hearst game show end when you die?
That's when it starts.
Your destination is just a 6-foot hole.
We talk to you during rigor mortis and just wait for you to answer questions.
That was the name of the show. Rigor mortis.
Rigor mortis. Rigor mortis with DGS.
Rig or mortis, and it's our question game show.
All right,
Man.
you got 10 seconds to answer the question. Still not hearing anything from you back there.
Seize your right arm for yes. We'll have your eyes roll back in your head for no.
Who's it? Who hosts it? Because they had that bald fuck to host it.
Okay, I'll be bald soon.
You mean you?
First DGS member to go bald. Show.
I might just shave my head. I want to host another game show.
Is this trivia? No, I got bad news. This is rigor mortis. No.
Hi, is this trivia? No, this is rigor mortis.
You die. The
Oh
first
my
thing, the first thing
God.
you see is Trey's bald head.
Welcome.
Welcome to Rigor mortis.
If you win the game, there's just a button that appears that says respawn.
the fucking reboot van.
Well, we'll tie a string around their finger, and when they completely pass out, it'll ring the bell like they do to make sure people aren't dead after they're buried. Yeah, nobody got that. That's okay.
Little cringe, fucking cringe.
All right, see you guys.
Oh, thank God you didn't actually leave, because that would have broke the cameras. On the next,
do we want to talk about?
Twitter?
Yeah.
We haven't talked about Twitter yet.
Okay, I'll bring that one up. So Twitter, two
They
things
removed
on
the
Twitter
crop.
actually.
Can't
They
wait
removed
to
the
tier
crop?
3 sub to Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Yeah, whatever.
Pokey.
Tier 3
Alright.
sub on Twitter on Pokey. Pokey Twitter.
So two things. Twitter removed the crop, so now Twitter is now the all-time greatest social media website.
Not on
Instagram's
not on
desktop.
desktop though.
Yeah, not on
It's tricking
desktop,
me
yeah.
out.
So that's supposedly coming, but beforehand, desktop was the only thing that gave you a wider preview.
Mm.
So they're trying to figure out if it's going to work perfectly on desktop or if they should keep it the same. But they got rid of the crop, and then they're also adding something called the tip jar to people's accounts that you can literally pay them through Cash App, Venmo, Apple Pay, and then like your
God.
random,
I
like whatever
cannot wait
Europeans use.
to
I can't-
pay Valkyrie so she can finally read my replies.
No,
I'm gonna
I've got-
start-
no. Speaking of that, I guarantee you the next step in like the OnlyFans culture is it's gonna be tip me on Twitter to get a DM back.
What do you know about OnlyFans culture?
Nothing. I just guarantee you that that's...
He responded way too fast.
I'm gonna start doing
Nothing.
dollar TBHs.
Oh my fuck. Jesus.
$1.
You send me $1 and I'll send you my honest opinion of you in your DMs.
So can
And
you
it's just
pay
like I
people
don't
to
really
follow
know you to be
back?
honest.
Possibly. I don't know if there's like something like
You can
they
put
only
whatever you
get
want in
paid
your
if
bio,
they...
I assume, and just be like, yo, like tip me $5 and
But can
There's
you,
just no guarantee.
So
There's no
is it
guarantee.
just a tip jar, or is it like, hey, once you tip me any amount, I'll have
So-
like a separate like if you pay, you can see these tweets.
So there's no integration. So what it is basically like up on the top of your profile to where like it's like follow, DM, and then like the
Wait,
three
what?
dots on Twitter.
Oh,
Just-
okay. I just remember what A plus said, and
Yeah,
I'm
me
very,
too.
Very
What the hell?
stressed.
if you tip with PayPal, PayPal tells the person your address. That's weird.
Well, it would give you like the email address. I don't know if it'd give you your actual like physical address. It's just like if
Okay.
you pay people on Twitch, it shows you like the person's account name. But
But-
maybe.
Hopefully
But so
not.
like it's like the follow button, the DM button, and then there's like the three dots where you can like turn on
Yeah.
notifications. It'll be up there, but it's like choose to tip, and then it gives you like the options of like your 6 different ways to pay somebody.
all I'm saying is, my tweets lately, you better be tipping.
So
all right, I ain't tweeting.
It's probably a good thing Q doesn't tweet anymore. I probably would have paid him not to tweet.
Yeah, that's why I stopped tweeting so much.
$5 a
Cause-
day keeps the bullshit tweets away.
Or just get yourself a girlfriend. Shout out Q.
yeah, good for
I
him.
mean- I mean, let me just to go do that, I guess. Hey,
Yeah.
mom.
I mean,
you
it's
hear
it's
that, Mom?
easy.
It's not that hard.
Nick needs a girlfriend.
Is your mom
She doesn't have anybody.
single?
No, she knows people, you know. She could be if you tip me enough money on Twitter.
Mom,
Damn it.
Mom, I got bad news. Who's your friend? That's Nick. I'll explain later. So,
He sent me $200 on Twitter, and you gotta go on a date with him.
He sent me $400. I will give you half. You just need to go to a LAN with him.
You just gotta go out. You just gotta go to Olive Garden.
It's all right. He said
It'll be
to
an
wear his
hour.
jersey.
Go to the first
Trey's
Halo
mom's my
infinite.
main AR.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just hold spawns. You don't even use your left stick. Just L1 R2 L1 R2. Just hold the
She
lane.
won't know. Like we talked about in the last podcast, I played video games with my mom one time, and it was like NCAA or NFL 2K on like the Dreamcast. There's no possible way she knows what the fuck's going on.
Just block spawns. That's all I need. Just don't move.
Just block spawns.
No, you can't run with the flag. You gotta throw it ahead of you.
Bro. Playing Halo with
I need you to watch this video. These people found a new throwing spot.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Learn it.
my
Trey's
mom might
on
be the
Fathom Flag. If you stay on this rail on this lip, you can jump and throw it, and it goes over the top mid, which is never before seen in Halo 5.
I think my mom would be the perfect fourth for OpTic because she would just sit in the hill because she wouldn't know what else to do.
All right, Mrs. Morton, you just gotta get into that point there. And just
Imagine-
What are-
stay.
Never mind. I'm not gonna. I was gonna say what is her gamer tag gonna be, but I'm not letting you guys have open season on that one. Should be Trey's mom.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
We'll think
Trey,
of something.
Nope. Don't Nick. Don't even say anything.
My gears are already spinning.
Oh yeah, same.
I think Mama Morton is just. And there's a joke with Mortis and Morton there somewhere.
Stop.
Stop bonking me.
You deserve them.
I have a
The next
super
thing-
inappropriate one. It was
the
the
next
first one
one-
that came to my mind.
The next
Don't
thing you
say
should
it.
just actually follow
Morton
me.
Elf 69.
My mom doesn't fucking love you.
So, just to catch people up to speed, Trey has a soundboard,
Yeah.
and I've heard it in my sleep for the past 7 days.
I hope
Because-
so.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
I
Well-
hope so.
Will it get old? Only time will tell. Because man,
That's a bunch of malarkey.
he has a response for literally anything.
It's gonna get to the point where Trey's just gonna become an AI and he's just gonna respond with the soundboard.
It's Code Miko and Trey, the two pillars of just.
If I could be making as much money as she does, I would absolutely do it.
Oh my god.
So is she like stupid on purpose or just stupid?
I think she's stupid on purpose.
Because
Yeah, because she has like a degree. Like, That's how she
right,
does
that
all
doesn't
that
mean
stuff.
anything though.
yeah, completely fair.
Yeah, it's true. I got a
She has
degree.
a
It's like
degree.
right there.
Look at me.
Right there. Right.
I'm looking at you, Heis.
Holy shit, you're
Oh,
pointing,
I mean, I
everywhere
have a
but the
degree.
degree.
But the degree, dude.
the lid, the lid, the
Lid,
lid,
the
the
lid.
lid.
Stop. Warmer. No, colder. Patrick, you're so cold. Warmer.
Right.
Warmer.
Right here.
Travis like doing the Leaning Tower of Pisa, but he's like way
Hey,
off.
that's
so he's-
racist.
You can't say
That's
that. You
racist.
can't
What?
say
He's
that.
Italian. I can
You
say
can't.
that.
It's
Listen,
Pisa.
he's leaning over here.
Trev, I'm
yeah.
sorry about him. If you'd like us to remove him from the podcast, we can.
Hashtag
That's all right.
cancel
I mean,
solo.
The jersey hanging behind me is of an Italian soccer team.
But it's an American player, so it's okay.
It is, but I also two behind it have just an Italian jersey.
Seriously.
You have all your
Are we gonna vote
jerseys on
solo
one
out
hook?
finally?
What?
You have all your jerseys on just one hook?
I have my soccer jerseys hanging right there. It's my Weston McKennie, my Marco Royce, and my
Why don't you have
Andrea
Why
Pirlo.
don't you have 3 hooks and like put them all on separate hooks to display them?
Because altogether they are one.
He's
well,
making a good
I
point.
got
God damn it, Nick.
right there. You can
Oh, you can't see
see
shit besides my computer. Never mind. I was gonna show my
my
hockey
100
jerseys,
Thieves
but-
jersey is hanging up.
Oh, okay.
Man, one day that'll be a DGS jersey.
Don't ask stupid
Here's a
questions.
question: When we
Leak-
make jerseys,
leak.
can we do baseball jerseys? I know Nate Shot did it first, but I had the plan like 5 years ago when I tried to make my own baseball jerseys.
We should just do one for each sport.
Yeah.
Do a
Basketball
hockey jersey,
jerseys.
do a baseball jersey, esports
I-
jersey.
I can't wait to have the DGS volleyball jersey. It's gonna be sick.
Dude, I
It's gonna
can't
be tight
wait
as
for the
fuck, though.
I can't wait for the DGS tennis skirts.
Okay.
All right.
For
Man,
just-
Me.
there's
for new
there's
podcast
silence and then
listeners.
there's silence.
For new podcast listeners that
Found
don't
the
tune
clown.
into a lot of our content, that happens a lot when Michael speaks.
Yeah,
It's
it's kind of my thing.
yeah.
Being an idiot.
I was really hoping we would all be on the same page there, and I'm glad that we were.
Hey, you just blowing from stupid down?
Man, it feels like Uncle Polly's right here. Yeah. So
What's with you guys? Leave
to,
him alone.
to stop with the racism, let's move on to the next topic.
Yeah, Michael.
Did we want to talk about hockey or jump right into fucking this OpTic
I
rumor?
would think we should jump right into fucking.
OpTic.
OpTic it is. So
Travis, that was hilarious.
Thank you.
There's a
Anyway,
rumor
OpTic, yeah,
that,
they shit the bed today.
I mean, like they're supposed to join with E United. Like,
Oh,
become one
that.
org,
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Even earlier.
United.
which I
I
think
guess,
is
yeah.
fine. People are mad about it. Like,
People are mad about it.
dude, go on. OpTic Reddit is pissed about it
When is
Why?
Optic Reddit happy?
because they're like,
Yeah.
Hex,
People hold
Hex,
on
is,
to, like,
Hex is
weird
selling out
grudges.
again. Hex is gonna sell another. Like,
Do they know what a merger is?
no.
United's
Merger.
cool.
Did they not watch that Office episode?
Oh, I was
And
thinking
there's
of,
way too
I was
many
thinking of
things.
semi-pro.
So, OpTic Reddit. Here's what's gonna happen. E United will be acquired by OpTic and combine resources because Hex doesn't have enough resources on his own to make a new org. So he's gonna acquire E United.
It's not Immortals acquiring Optic. It's Optic acquiring EU
Alligator
United.
Mouth eats E United, not Alligator Mouth eating OpTic.
I know
Greater
we,
than sign, not less
No, we
than
get
sign.
their teams and
I
their
know we like
content
all
creators.
saw like OpTic separating from NRG coming again.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was inevitable. That was
they did,
never
they
gonna.
did man's dirty.
Kinda.
They like people on the Optic Reddit for months have been like, Andy Miller hasn't mentioned Hex at all on Twitter. And the
No,
NRG
they-
Twitter account just doesn't talk about the CDL.
Well, it's because it was just very like. I mean, I feel like Andy Miller had a good understanding of like if Hex gets Optic back, he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Like,
that's
they
the
knew
thing,
that from
though.
the beginning.
They started off talking a lot about him, and then when they fucking sucked compared to all the rest of NRG, there's no reason to talk about the losing teams.
Yeah.
We have
Like-
success
like,
in everything else.
the Shock win every single like Overwatch season, and then the
The Rocket
Yeah.
League team's insane.
yeah.
There's no reason to talk about.
It's
Scum
bad that
getting
the COD
shit
team
on.
is the worst team on that like in that like organization,
Yeah.
Which in Optic, it used to be every team sucked, and then
except for
Optic-
COD.
COD was a good team.
Well,
And then we got
They
the
were
Gear team,
interesting.
and then we got Halo, and Optic. I don't know why it's a we, but like Optic was.
And then
Optic-
they
Optic
lost the
CX.
Gears team, and then they lost the Halo team.
Optic CS
Sorry,
at
Nick.
E-League was sick.
E-League
and
Season
then
2, baby.
When they got CLG, that was cool.
I remember where I was watching E-League Season 2. That's
think
still
I did
that's still
too.
not my favorite CS one because it's obviously the major. It's still hype as fuck.
I made
but
my ex-girlfriend watch
The
it. with me,
Cloud9
didn't know
win?
what was going on.
I left work early to watch Cloud9 one.
I
Really?
think I was
Yeah.
just alone.
I watched it live when it happened.
Man, now that's the only time I ever stood up and cheered for an esport.
Really?
Was that when we picked up the guys from North and then beat old members of the Optic team when they were playing on Cloud9?
No.
Okay.
It was we beat
No,
the
he's
best.
talking
we,
about.
we beat the best team in the world. After we were down 15-11 on map 3, we came out to tie it and then won out in overtime.
Another
Was the
stupid
best
question.
team-
Was that the one on
was it
Train?
Dallas the best team at the time?
No, the last map was Inferno.
It was Inferno, and Stewie had a gross, like 3-4K on
Disgusting.
B
clip.
site to save the game.
Who was the best team at the time? Like, wasn't Australia
was,
up there for a
FaZe.
little while?
It was probably FaZe or Astralis, probably top 2, but FaZe is gross leading up to that.
That was when FaZe like first built that super team,
FaZe was definitely the heavy favorite.
and that was NA's first major final.
Yes, and that's their best placement ever. I think the previous best was top 8, and they ended up winning.
E-League Season 2 was cool because, like, didn't OpTic play FaZe in the final of that?
They
No, it was
played
Astralis.
Astralis,
Oh, that was-
which is
they
also
played-
dope as fuck.
I think they played FaZe, like,
Semis,
sometime in that.
I think they did
Semis, yeah. And that tournament, that match was
match
still
was
on
cool.
TBS.
Mhm.
And it was
Yeah.
still cool, like, at the time to see the
I watched it on
OpTic
TBS.
FaZe rivalry be on actual television.
Who was
It
that
was also
player?
cool
Astralis
because
final
like
was sick.
nobody expected OpTic to win.
No,
Like far and beyond, they were probably like not even like top 3 to win.
Well,
At the
Nap-
time, they were comparing that to Leicester City winning the Premier League.
well,
'cause I'm
Nap
pretty sure they
popped
happened the same
Nap
season.
went like double positive last map in CS, which is insane.
Yeah.
What
Yo,
player, Heis?
anyway, we were talking about the merger.
Thank you, Heis. Thanks, Heis.
No problem, no problem.
Also, I also just love
so wait,
Mixwell.
so what are people freaking out about on Reddit?
Like they
I
think
forgot
they
about it.
basically think like Hex is selling out again.
They think it's going to be another Immortal situation.
Which I don't completely fault them for, but
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't trust X, but
Yeah, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
Just imagine
Shame on
Hex
me.
just sells again.
you can't get fooled again.
You can't get fooled again.
Shout
Yeah, it's
out
cool,
to
though.
my
It's the only good J.
Uncle
Cole
Phil.
song. Anyway,
stream the new
So
J. Cole album next
yeah,
No.
bro, are you hyped? I'm hyped.
no, J. Cole's trash, but we can
Dude.
say that for another podcast.
I saw a
Next
genius
week.
I saw a genius tweet
Sometime
like
next week.
J. Cole saying this is his best album yet. I go, yeah, no shit. Imagine him be like, yeah, that sounds okay.
It's alright.
Yeah.
I don't want
That's
Yeah,
like picking
this-
your favorite piece of trash out of the garbage. Like, cool.
This
There's a-
album, I
um,
would say, would be top 5 for me.
My
Leaked
go-to
earlier
my
today.
go-to karaoke song is Wet Dreams.
Is it?
I don't do karaoke because my anxiety troubles me into an
I'm gonna say,
innumerable
I'm
ball
surprised
of
it's not the
blackness.
15 songs that are about folding his girlfriend's laundry.
I want to fold clothes for you.
I was watching Scope stream earlier. He's playing Warzone with a couple FaZe guys, or no, FaZe Dirty, Rated, and then he's playing with Schoolboy Q. And Schoolboy Q said on stream that his album's coming out at the end of May.
He
And that's all
announced
we
it-
need.
he
We need more
announced it
Schoolboy
on
Q.
Twitch.
And it's-
Accidentally.
Drake's album is delayed indefinitely as well.
Which is tough, but I just hope
Can,
Drake comes
can he
out with some
rename
bangers.
that album, please?
What is
Please?
it? Loverboy?
Certified.
Certified
Certified
Loverboy.
Loverboy.
Certified.
He took
hate that.
he took the esports test.
Yeah, I'm certified, and
He took the BuzzFeed quiz of answer these questions to find out if you're a real lover boy. What's your favorite bread from Panera? Oh God, I
What?
Drake wrote the article.
Apparently tomorrow there's an announcement from TDE, and people are hoping it's Kendrick.
And it's gonna be Kendrick.
dude.
People think
Oh.
it's Kendrick or SZA or someone else I forgot.
Either of them could drop
Dude,
music right now, and I'd be
This
happy.
is so funny to me. This is so fucking funny.
'Cause I
She
used to
lied.
date
She
chicks
lied
way
up.
back in 08.
She lied about having a TV.
Wait, what?
She was like, man, for like 18 until I moved out, I like for like 20 years I didn't have a I never owned a TV. And people were like, here's a video, here's an Instagram post for like 5 years ago of you next to a TV. So like,
Didn't
Why-
she have an album cover where she was in front of like 40 TVs?
Yeah.
yeah,
Maybe she was just letting it all out.
like
That's a
honestly,
weird
she just
premise.
lies about the dumbest. Like, why would you
Getting her
lie
fill.
about not owning a TV for 20 years?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a weird thing to
Like,
lie
what
about.
difference does that make?
Like, and does it? She also lied about having freckles. When you
How
can just
do you
look,
lie about that?
You can just look at her and be like, you don't have freckles.
All right, I'm gonna say it on the DGS podcast. I do not have eye problems. I can see perfectly clear. Don't need glasses. Never will wear glasses. Never have.
And there's no lenses in them.
Same.
There
Same.
isn't.
Oh, actually, I mean, mine's true. These are just blue light glasses. I
Yeah, these are
I
my
have
gunners.
perfect vision. Here, I can just take these off and I'm fine.
Oh God, you're so handsome. I'll leave you guys with a clip for music if people want to clip this and put it on the internet and roast me. But people like to compare J. Cole to Kendrick Lamar, but in reality, he should be compared to Russ because they're both garbage. All right, next topic.
Oof. Next topic.
So,
You guys
Between the
believe me,
last podcast and this podcast, we've only had one stream, but we did react to our Twitch clips.
I think
and
I'm gonna make.
former
I think I'm gonna make
clips.
another one soon.
That's a good idea.
Did
Did
that
we
was-
ever upload that to YouTube?
No, because I got really sick the past week.
Ah, fair enough.
I'll
But,
work on it.
if-
I'm off this weekend.
If we want to reach our goals for Michael to play horror games, might have to put out a couple of streams here, where we just have like content streams where we just play like a couple different games over a couple hours and just farm clips and.
I will say this. I'm only scheduled Saturday. And I'd be down to play some 24 FPS Valorant. If you guys want to.
We could do 5Q Valorant on Sauce Boys, and then do Strat Roulette.
That would be
No, that-
hilarious.
Yeah,
That'd
I'm
be
not
funny.
ranked, so like I'm good on good on
So I
doing that.
keep watching all these drawing games like Gartic Phone or whatever the hell that game is. That stuff is so funny. I feel like we just have so many videos on that stuff.
The telephone drawing game would be funny.
Mhm. Yeah.
So chat, if we play games on stream, the YouTube content wouldn't be a rip of the VOD. We would edit it down so it's more digestible.
Yeah.
Whether like
We'd probably put it
Yeah.
out game by game too, don't you think?
yeah,
Like it wouldn't
And-
be like a
this kind of format, like talking, like react content, podcast content, will be just straight.
VOD to VOD or VOD to video.
barring some like weird shit that we have to edit out, and be straight to YouTube. But we're gonna try to edit together some stuff, gameplay wise, so it's more I guess viral, easier to digest, and
Yeah,
more
you're gonna
entertaining.
eat this shit.
thanks, guys.
Thanks for that, Heis.
So yeah,
Hopefully that works
I just
out.
I just feel like if we start putting out just content,
Mm-hmm.
something's gonna hit because I feel like at some point we are a good enough group of guys playing together that we're gonna create content.
And
that
there's
somebody's
enough of
gonna
us
like.
where we don't even all have to be
So we'll be back. We're gonna be playing games.
games, and not just
Yep.
like competitive games. We have some other stuff in mind too that we're
Yes.
setting up as well.
Games.
Yeah,
Game
We're
teams.
working on it.
Stadia.
Yeah.
We're
Competitive
working
games
on
are
it,
fun.
yeah.
I feel like we mesh the best when we're not taking things seriously and we're just having fun too.
But,
So,
yeah.
but
Facsimile.
hopefully with the next couple weeks we'll get some stuff because I'm moving
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna be busy for this next week getting college stuff done with. So
Anyway, we're about an hour and a half. We're at that time.
Pretty good.
Last one was
Yeah.
like what, 2.5 hours? So
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll end
Accidentally
it with
2.5 hours.
should we end her with questions from chat like we did last
yeah,
time?
if we had any questions for chat, if not,
Yeah.
it's okay. But if you had anything else that happened this week that you guys want to talk about, and what
Stranger
are
Views, we got a
Go ahead.
what?
What?
send your questions, goddammit. Fuck.
Was there anything more than that?
No.
Were you gonna-
This man started talking and just trailed off. Man has left a cliffhanger.
I lagged.
Mental
I
lag.
lagged.
Man misses every shot. I think I'm lagging.
He's one shot. No, he's not.
I,
Michael. We literally saw
I
you.
knew you were gonna say that, dude.
Trey on 500 ping. I shot this rain on the head. Like, no, you didn't.
Shooting the wall.
She was getting every cap to the dome, and somehow I didn't know where I was.
Trey
apparently.
just shooting a fucking wall for a whole clip.
Excited for any Marvel Phase 4 movies?
Yes.
Nope.
All of them.
I can't
Nope.
name one. So hi.
I,
Yeah,
yep,
yeah, I
that's,
got
I
you
just
guys.
googled Marvel Phase 4.
I got you guys. Fantastic Four to
Boring.
begin. All right. Black Panther 2.
Why?
I don't know. They're doing it.
I'm just gonna give you one word reactions.
Yeah. Well, there's a Spider-Man movie coming. Doctor Strange.
Whatever.
coming. Doctor Strange. That one ties into like the WandaVision show.
Is there a
So
Guardians
Okay,
that's
that
movie
one's supposed to be
coming out?
that one's supposed to be like a horror movie, so
Yeah.
I'd watch that
Wait,
one.
what?
Yeah,
Really?
and the guy who directed it is the same guy who directed the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies.
Wait, they're making a horror Marvel movie?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like a
Doctor
it's more
Strange.
like a thriller, I guess. It's not like a horror, but it's
That's
Yeah.
still
supposed to be
like,
a
I think
thriller type.
that's the shit Marvel needs to do. To make people like at some point like, holy shit, we get it. They're superheroes. Cool.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Marvel needs to
Guardians
like
of the
uh,
Galaxy Volume 3.
Yeah, that one. That one.
Yeah.
That one's probably gonna have Thor in it.
Oh, there's a
yes.
Thor movie coming.
Yeah.
Thor movie coming as well.
Ragnarok's still one of my favorite Marvel movies.
Yeah, that one. That one's good.
Ragnarok was
That one's great.
really cool.
What has
Black
been the
Widow.
most disappointing of the Marvel franchises for you guys?
Ant-Man and the
Thor.
Wasp.
I wanted to cry watching Thor. It was like torture.
The first one?
The first two. I haven't even watched Ragnarok. I've heard it's fantastic, but I
It's
hated the first
very
two
good.
so
You
much.
need
I
to
don't
watch-
want to
you
watch
need
the
to
third
watch
one.
Ragnarok is
It's,
really
it's,
good.
on, it's on Netflix.
I
It's
think
on Disney Plus.
I think the most disappointing part of Marvel franchise was when in Infinity War
Spoilers?
Infinity War's been out for years, bro.
True Maggies.
Spoiler.
If you haven't watched it, that's
Been out
your
for like
fault.
3
spoiler alert,
years now.
guys.
But they like Hulk wouldn't like change into the Hulk. Like I feel
Oh,
like that
yeah.
movie could have been better if
I'm trying
They-
to think of.
And it was in the trailer. They had like a shot of the Hulk, like in Wakanda,
Yeah.
and everyone was like expecting it, and then nothing.
Doesn't he have to just yell "flame on" and he turns into the Hulk?
Yeah, that's how it works.
I mean, I guess see like the first, the like Iron Man 2 and 3 count, right? For Marvel. I don't
Yeah,
really
I
like
don't
Iron Man 2
like-
and 3.
Love the Iron Man movies.
No,
The
yeah.
Ant-Man and the Wasp movie was kind of mid for me.
Also true. Actually, no,
watched it.
mine's definitely
Ant-Man
Ant-Man.
1 is good.
Mine's Ant-Man, but I'm really biased.
Oh, I remember.
Mine's Ant-Man, but I'm super biased.
I remember that story.
Do you care to go into detail?
So drive-ins are stupid. Whoever
Yeah.
invented drive-ins, you're a pussy. And
Yeah.
whoever invented rain, you're also a pussy.
Whoever invented
Wait,
rain,
I'm so
we are officially an
confused.
anti-rain inventor podcast.
So yeah, it's gonna be Ant-Man for me, dog. Man.
Here's a good question. Who's your favorite Marvel character in the
None.
Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Martian Manhunter,
I hate
Stanley.
Deathstroke.
the dudes from, I forget their names, the like side characters from Thor Ragnarok.
The Rock dude.
Or-
and-
Oh, Korg.
Yeah,
Korg?
Korg.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
Korg is
hilarious.
Korg is hilarious.
Mine is
Yeah,
Bucky.
he was in Endgame, right? For,
Yeah.
like, a second playing Fortnite.
Yeah, he's playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Fat-
like, I tried
Fat
to start a
Thor,
revolution,
probably.
but I didn't print enough pamphlets.
Yeah.
I think mine's
Just-
just Star-Lord, honestly. I think he's just
What?
Sorry, Groot. My favorite character is Groot. Heis, you happy
Good,
now?
I am
better
Groot.
answer.
I like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's my
Yeah,
favorite
no.
superhero, but I'm not.
No, actually, yeah, Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, probably.
For the sake of
I like Bucky.
I still need to watch the final 2 episodes of Captain and the Moon, or Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
It's a really good series.
I haven't
Yeah,
watched
actually,
any
I
of it
really
yet.
like the ending.
I got really into it after the 4th episode, and I still have not watched the final 2.
It's only just
Bro,
yeah, it's only
wait,
6
was that
episodes.
That
That was-
fourth episode ending was nuts.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, dude, the ending of the series is gonna be nuts, and I just haven't watched the final 2 episodes yet.
Episode 6 is insane.
Yeah, it's a good finale. It's a good
I
finale.
just have to sit down and watch them.
I think
Yeah.
Nightwing's probably my favorite character.
Will you stop
It's
looking
like-
up DC characters and just
I'm not
saying
looking them
random
up.
DC
I'm not looking
characters?
them up.
This man's like
As
staring
he,
at his
as he
screen.
stares
like,
at his Google.
"Yeah,
No,
sure,
I'm-
yeah, I like
I'm
that
staring
one."
at-
Alright,
I'm
my
staring
favorite
at
character
that one.
is Earthworm Jim.
My
I'm
my
staring at
favorite
chat
Marvel
waiting for
character
the
is
question.
Superman.
My
Super-
favorite fall vegetable is a
Superman.
sweet potato.
I like Sly Cooper.
Yo,
Star
I'm
Fox.
sorry. Imagine if Superman was like Italian.
Hey, I'm flying here.
I'm flying over here.
Is that the whole joke? Is it imagine Superman's Italian?
That was it. He just
God, you
downed
can
an
ask
entire
bad
aircraft
questions when
on
you're
accident.
handsome. You're just lucky you're handsome, Heis.
God damn
All
it.
right, any more questions from chat? Otherwise, I think we are about
Oh,
done.
Any more questions? Festival
Question:
season is
Festival season. Go ahead, Heis. Read the question
Who's someone you would risk COVID for in a
Nobody.
festival?
for festival
Childish
season.
Gambino. I'm down to watch him again.
I would 100% unvaccinated full crowd go see the Chainsmokers.
They did that. Yeah, they did that.
They did
Did
that thing
that.
in like the Hamptons or whatever.
I would say like Honestly, I kind of hate that I never got to see Gambino in his like prime, like when he was like releasing music all the time.
Did he do a lot of concerts though? I don't know if
Yes.
he did a lot of shows. I
did.
thought he did a bunch
Before-
of comedy while he was doing
after-
music.
After because of the internet, he stopped kind of.
That's what I was thinking.
Because of the internet, he was like, you know what? I'm gonna just fuck around a bit.
Yeah.
Because he
Yeah,
started
I
doing he started doing comedy tours again after that.
No.
Absolutely blew up.
I went to the
No.
Awaken My Love.
Not after because of the internet.
Yeah, because he literally had a stand up special like through HBO and Netflix. Like,
That was before because of the internet.
was it? I thought it was like a
Dude,
couple months afterwards.
You guys remember? I went to go watch him, and then like probably the next like weekend when we like got back together to play games, you guys asked me, and I was like, "Oh, I had a beer." Hey, you guys, because I had just turned 21.
Oh yeah.
You guys were just like giving me shit. I was like, it was a tall beer.
I remember
Can,
that.
can
Yeah.
we all let the record show that Hammy saw Kanye West over any 5 of us?
Oh
And
yeah.
he didn't remember seeing him. He went,
No.
he went to a Sunday service and didn't know that
Hammy
Kanye was
went to
part
a
of it.
Sunday service. It was actually stoked to see Kanye West, and then we had to remind him later that he saw Kanye West.
Well, yeah, he was there.
I mean,
I was
I would-
looking
I
at the
would-
choir and reading the scriptures.
Blessed be
Kanye,
the
dude.
blessed be the bleached asshole.
Especially now.
Praise be to Jesus.
But who would I see? I can't even think of who I'd see.
I knew who you'd see. Haley Williams.
See
or
Paramore in concert, Nick.
True Meggies, honestly.
It would be 21 Pilots for me.
I actually
I-
kind of knew that one too.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to live with myself if I don't get to see MGK on tour, even though it's sold out in 2 days. I want to see this album in concert, but I also don't know where I'm gonna be at any point during the concert tour. So,
Is he not gonna come to Dakota? You know, like? He's
well, I'm not gonna be here.
I mean, you
And
think
then
he's-
after-
you think
once-
he's gonna go to Nebraska.
Yeah.
you
What?
think he would?
Nick is like,
There's concert venues in Omaha and Lincoln. Literally the basketball
I just can't
stadium in Lincoln got opened up by Jay-Z.
Envision MGK in a field of corn.
He's from Cleveland. Why wouldn't he? All right. You know what?
your huge
Just
mouth,
because
Nick.
he's from Cleveland doesn't mean he has to go back.
Yeah, that's
Whatever. His
Oh, that's
closest
pretty
show is
funny.
like in Kansas City and then in Des Moines, Iowa. So, but I also don't know if I'm gonna have a.
Des Moines?
I got
Des
this up on the
Moines?
podcast.
I love Des Moines.
But yeah, I want to see Tickets to My Downfall in concert because I haven't stopped listening to that album. I probably listened to it through twice already today.
Can I change my answer?
Mhm.
Hollywood
Are,
Undone.
you gonna,
Hollywood
are we just?
on
Do you want to go to Slipknot as well, Nick?
I was
Led
thinking about
Maybe
there's a-
Korn.
I just can't. There's a period of my life where I listened to Hollywood Undone unironically, and now like think about that, I'm like, man,
That was like early YouTube times.
how
too.
do I
did that
how
as
do I
well.
not do ketamine? Like, people out here listen to Hollywood Undone. It's-
I feel like kids who listen to Hollywood Undead, like early high school, like middle school ages, either ended up married super early, are in prison, or who already have like 5 kids.
That's me. I was that kid, and I'm a fucking virgin. All right, what's the stop streaming button?
We'll close it out. Thank you guys for tuning in to the second episode of DGS Live. Make sure you
talk
follow
faster.
us on. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, YouTube, and follow the Twitch channel while you are here. If you're listening or if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, leave a comment, and let us know how you like the podcast. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping by, and see ya.